Hello, my dear students. Myself, Dr. Sanjay Chavda, Professor, Faculty of Land Governance, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. This session is related to functional accounting for BCom LLB 6th semester. This is from Unit 2, session number 5, and session name is Departmental Accounting, its objective, methods and advantages. So my dear students, first we must know what is departmental accounting. As we know that in case of big departmental stores, there are many departments, or there are several departments under the same roof, dealing with different types of products. Suppose, for example, in a departmental store, suppose there are 5 departments. One is dealing with clothing department, one is dealing with cosmetic department, one is dealing with stationery department, one is dealing with electronics item departments, and one is dealing with, say, toys or kids department. Now, if we will prepare accounts as a whole for the whole department, full departmental store in one, then suppose it shows a profit. As a result, we will say that this departmental store is a profitable one. But when we will calculate profit of each and every department separately, say clothing department separately, then electronics department separately, toys department separately, stationery department separately, cosmetics separately, then suppose we will come to know that some departments are giving profit, some departments are resulting in losses. So, we can take decision which department to continue, which department needs some more improvements, and which departments need to be shut down. But it can be done by the help of departmental accounting. So under departmental accounting, we can know result of each and every department individually, separately, which will give us performance of each and every department separately. Now in a departmental store, we know about their respective sales, their respective purchases, but some expenses are there which are common in nature, or which are common for each and every department. So we need to distribute these expenses to each and every department very judiciously. We must distribute this departmental expenses. If department expenses is related to that particular department, then no problem, we can straightway allocate to that department. But when it is a joint expense, common expense, then it has to be apportioned in between the different departments on some suitable basis. Anyway, let us discuss first what is departmental accounting. Departmental accounting is a system of accounting which maintain a separate books of accounts for every department or branch of a business enterprise. It is one where accounts are prepared and maintained for different departments of an organization on an individual basis for evaluating the results in a fair manner. That is what we have discussed, that to know the results of each and every department individually. These individual books of accounts are then consolidated together with accounts of with accounts of head office, that is full departmental store, for preparation of financial statements of business. Departmental accounting aims at recording all the expenses and revenues of each department in a separate books of account. It enables in measuring the profitability of every department and detect if any department is underperforming than their capacity. This we can do by the help of departmental accounting if we prepare accounts of each and every department separately. Now such accounting information system is suitable for organization operating in diversified range of activities. Departmental accounting is an efficient tool for monitoring the expenses and performance of business where several products are produced by different branches under same roof. For example, a textile industry may be producing more fabrics such as woolen, cotton and jute. So we must know which product is profitable, which product needs improvement, which product company can shut down or department can shut down. Now, departmentalization is very beneficial for large scale organization for managing their activities and attainment of desired goals. Good departmentalization enables firms to easily identify their most crucial branches playing more important role in achieving their desired results. It enables in bringing all necessary adjustments from time to time in case of any variation by finding out performance of each department. Departmental accounting is more favorable for these types of large scale firms than a single centralized accounting system. Single accounting system fails to properly account for divisional performance, and therefore comparison of results in department level can't be made. Companies implementing departmental accounting are easily able to categorize their departments into well performing, average performing and moderate performing units. This type of accounting assists managers in formulating effective policies. By departmental accounting, you can find out which is good performing, average performing and moderate performing department. So the main objectives of departmental accounting are: number one, evaluation of individual performance of each department, which facilitates in doing comparison of results. Number 2, detects financial position of every department in organization. Number 3, formulation of proper plans and strategies after knowing results of each department. Number 4, calculation of remuneration and commission of managers of every department after knowing result of operations, because we will know which department is giving what performance. Then number 5, deciding appropriate actions after measuring the performance of all departments, all the divisions of the departmental store. Number 6, assist in cost control by providing full detailed information about business organization. Number 7 objective, efficient management of cost of all departments by proper allocation of cost to various departments, that is allocation and apportionment of cost, proper allocation and apportionment of cost. If any cost is related to particular department, yes, we will charge that cost to that department, but if it is joint cost, then we will apportion in between departments on most suitable basis. Then number 8 objective, it promotes healthy competitive spirit among distinct departments that leads to enhance the profitability. Then number 9, it assist, objective of departmental accounting number 9, assist in taking decisions related to expansion and shutting down of business departments in accordance to their results. So as we discussed that which department is not performing well in spite of our various efforts, then we have only option of shutting it down, and which departments we can improve, we'll have to give them more effort, more time, and we know that these departments can be improved. Yes, we can give that effort and time to that department, and the department which is already running in profit, we should not negligent about it also. We will have to give more concentration on that department also, so that it will go on giving more and more yield, more and more profit. So these are the objectives of departmental accountings. I hope it is clear. First objective is evaluation of individual performance of each department, which facilitates in doing comparison of results. If we have no departmental accounting, we cannot compare the result of one department with other departments. Second one, to determine or to detect financial position of every department. Number 3, formulation of proper plans for each department. Then number 4, calculation of remunerations and commissions of managers of each department. Then number 5, deciding appropriate actions after measuring the performance of each department. Number 6 objective, assist in cost control. Number 7, efficient management of cost of all departments by proper allocation of cost to various departments. And number 8, it promotes healthy competitive spirit amongst different departments if we know the result of each department individually. And number 9, that it assists in taking decisions related to expansion and shutdown of business departments in accordance to their results. So these are the objectives of departmental accounting. Now in functional accounting, in unit 2, last part is departmental accounting. So we have discussed what is departmental accounting, why departmental accounting is prepared, objectives of departmental accounting. So my dear students, from this unit, from this session, you can prepare question: what is departmental accounting, what are the objects of preparing departmental, or what are the objects of departmental accounting. This is for this session. Go through these 9 objectives again. Go through this video again. Prepare your notes. Thank you.